Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me and Reggie Owens on Archive. What's going on? What's going on? This is the heavyweight edition. What's going on, Reggie?
Oh, man, what's happening, man? Ready to talk about this topic, man. Great subject, man.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. This is strictly heavyweight boxing talk today. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to Mr. Boxing Today too, make sure you do that. Shout out to him who's been holding it down for heavyweight boxing talk here on YouTube for years. Okay, so shout out to him. And shout out to Stormy B-Man in the chat. What's going on? Kenneth Johnson in the chat. And G-Funky84. What's going on? Have you recovered yet, G-Funk, from that right hook that I landed? G-Funk, have you recovered? All right? Anyway, next week, bro, me and G-Funk will be doing that top 10. It's actually top 11, though. Top 11, all right, list, okay? So, for best Mexican fighters of all time. And I know G-Funk does not have Barrera over Morales. I know it, right? For his own good. Okay, make sure you guys throw a jab at the like button. By the way, make sure the like button turns blue, especially listening on Archive right now. Go ahead and press that. It helps support the channel. We're going to go right into this. A quick early preview. Ruiz Joshua. It's going to happen in December. We're just about a month away, Reggie. Have you had any change of thoughts? Are you having any reservations? Anything that's made you think twice? Anything that's making you say, man, Joshua's doing this or doing that? Whatever it is, have you had any change of heart on this Ruiz Joshua saga and your opinion of what's going to happen in the rematch?
Man, a little bit, man, because Joshua's taking this rematch very serious. It's very serious. We've seen him locked away, focusing on his craft, taking things mighty serious. And I seen a photo of him today to where he done slimmed down, still maintained the tone. And where I see this photo is with Andrew Tabiti, matter of fact. Andrew Tabiti took a photo. I guess he's over there in England, and he ended up at a camp where Joshua is. So Joshua's letting the hair grow out, not trying to look like one of these feminine models. He's starting to look like a fighter who's locked away in the lab and taking this thing serious, trying to get those belts back. So him being serious, probably taking this thing serious, watching the film and touching up on a lot of things because he can fight. He always could fight. Seems like his mental is in it. He ain't acting shaken or any of that. And what's his name just doing too much, man. The fame is getting a little bit too much to Andrew Ruiz. Not sure how much it affects him in the ring, but he's allowing too many of these new people who never accepted him in life to start reaching out as if they always been his friends and this and that, and he's buying right into it. And he's traveling a lot. I'm not sure where he is. Hopefully his mind is in it. He ain't set on being a superstar. And I hope he take this thing serious because I want him to remain the champ. But AJ is really taking this fight very, very serious. And like you say, go to the lab, you lock and shut everything. He shut the whole world off. Everybody shut out. And that's what you want from a fighter, especially you trying to bounce back. He's doing the proper thing. Ruiz, ain't nothing worse than when you see people accepting new folks around them who never ever in life would have accepted this dude, and all of a sudden they're reaching out, acting as if they're his friends. And this has been, you expect it right after the situation, but this has been months away, and everybody's still reaching out, but they're using him because there's a lot of eyes on Ruiz. So a lot of companies are trying to throw products on him, attaching him because they want to move these units. And when it's all said and done, they're going to give that fool the middle finger. But hopefully he goes in this ring and he performs. But he's definitely going in here with a dangerous Anthony Joshua. Joshua's going to be very dangerous in this fight. But, dang, it's hard for me to go against AJ in this one, even though I picked Ruiz in that first bout. Just based on what I'm seeing, Ruiz may slip up and lose these titles, man. But I'm a roll with Ruiz, but I think he's going to lose these titles over in Saudi Arabia. And I wish he never would have did that. I wish he would have stood firm and never took that fight up over here. But this is how easy it is for this dude to buck to whatever attention people are throwing at him. Throw him some money, and it's easy. But I mean, it's life changing. There's no way he's gonna turn away from it. But I think some things are gonna flip in this fight.
Man, I agree with a lot of what he said, Reggie. One, Joshua's going to come more prepared for this fight than he did in the last fight. You know what I mean? And they're taking it more serious. So I think it's going to be a tougher matchup for Ruiz. But at the same time, though, this time Ruiz doesn't have that short, camp. He's gonna have a full camp this time. Both guys are anyway. So I think Ruiz himself should anyway come better than he did the last time. But I'm telling you, man, this dude's still doing interviews, bro. Okay, he's still showing up on radio stations. He's still doing videos and all these interviews, like lengthy interviews. And I understand he's excited. He's heavyweight champion. But, dude, at some point, I remember a couple months ago, Manny Robles was like, man, I'm trying to get this dude away to isolate ourselves, to just focus on training. And, get him away from people because now everybody wants to just attach themselves to Ruiz. Okay, don't forget those people were laughing at you when you walked to that ring. Those people counted you out. Those people, all right, did not believe you could win just because of the way you looked. All right, so you need to remember that and go back to what won you the fight. It wasn't their approval, that's for sure. What won you the fight was your training, your amateur pedigree, right? So you need to go back and focus, bro. I mean, but he's running out of time, Reggie. This dude's running out of time, like literally. But we will see, man. Do you see a little bit of that, Buster Douglas after he beat Tyson,
Hell yeah. I see a whole lot of it. Man, and that's what's bothersome about this whole situation. He's trying to receive the approval of people who laughed at him, like you said, before he walked in that ring. And now that they're opening their arms to him and showing love to him, he's falling right into that trap. Lock yourself away, focus in on the craft. But it's too late now. I mean, what you see is what you're gonna get out of him. And dang, man, I just hope he don't let it slip and these belts don't go to AJ because of the funny business. But the best man should win. But I think these belts are going back to AJ, man.
Well, and I am starting to. I've always said, man, I think Ruiz is going to win the rematch. But let me tell you something, bro. It is in Saudi Arabia. Ruiz is going to have to literally dominate every round and drop Joshua once or twice, okay, to win a decision, right? And make no mistake about it, bro. Have you seen those videos, bro? I don't know if they're anywhere else on social media. Like they were showing, video clips of when Joseph Parker was landing straight right hands on Joshua, and then the ref would stop the action, okay, and tell Parker to stop headbutting him, bro. Like, this is a headbutt, according to the ref, right? Several times. Like, I could definitely see that happening here. I could see a ref that's overly officiating, getting in there every time it looks like maybe Josh was having a hard time. And where's the wheelhouse of Ruiz? On the inside. That's where all the advantages of Joshua disappear, on that inside where he could throw those combinations, right? With the shorter arms are actually an advantage on that inside. And they might take that away from Ruiz, bro. A ref might force Ruiz to box this dude from the outside. And we know that Josh is going to have the advantage there, right? At least a better chance to win, that's for sure. I still think Ruiz beats him, but man, oh man, I'm not as confident as I was before the fight was announced in Saudi Arabia.
Because it's crazy, man. Because it's crazy. Going into this fight, I was like, Ruiz is going to dominate him. And I was ready to go put in the I was ready to go take the advantage of whatever, how far he was under on the betting odds. But seeing him still reaching out to all these people, making himself too accessible, wanting to be praised, wanting to be seen, man, I'm putting my money in my pocket. I don't believe in him achieving the goal of defending that title.
So it says a punch to the jaw by Ruiz will be ruled the low blow. He's going to clip him on the chin, like, pa! Hey, keep him up. Keep him up. Like, what? What do you mean keep him up? Keep him up. Headbutt. Dude, Ruiz can't even read. His head can't even read Joshua. What do you mean headbutt, ref? Headbutt. He hit him with his head. Like, shut up, right? But man, the craziest part though, when you watch those clips, is that Parker would wail on him, and then like the ref would break it up and almost give Joshua like a timeout. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Joshua called a timeout in the fight.
Oh my! We gotta fix our rep. Oh, right after you got a clip with a right hand. Dude's a sucker for a right hand, by the way. Okay, which is more likely to happen? Bills going to the Super Bowl. Bills going to Super Bowl. Or AJB and Ruiz is more likely than the Bills going to Super Bowl for sure. Without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, the Bills don't got pool like that, bro. Okay, they don't got the refs on their side every game. Okay. You go talk to the Patriots and Tom Brady about that because they got those fucking refs on their back pocket. Okay. People are going to say I'm hating, whatever. It don't matter. All right. What's going on? A seem to dream. Who else did I miss here? Ruiz in failure in the chat. Andrew Charles says Ruiz for sure won't win a decision in Arabia. He had to knock AJ out. Okay. If he loses, it ain't because of Joshua. And there might be a point there where I do believe that the focus of Ruiz, is he playing a trick on us? You know, because remember the first fight, Reggie, like everyone was like, does this dude even want this? Like he was being nice. It it looked like he didn't care. You know what I mean? And then the bell rang and dude just turned into somebody else. You know what I mean? Dude was like, Anthony Ruiz, hey, I'm a fat guy and I'm happy. And hey, I'm just happy to be here. Bell rang, ding, ding, pah! Like I'm going to beat this dude's ass. You know what I mean? So you think he's just playing a trick on us or what?
No, the allure of fame, money has captivated the hell out of him. No game here, man. I think the money done, and that's the kind of the hardest thing for people to deal with is fame, man. Fame is almost as bad as drugs for some people, and we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully he can turn it on when he step in that ring. But fame is sometimes detrimental for people when they just don't know how to deal with it.
Let me tell you something, man. Reaching the top in the sport of boxing is difficult. It's one of the hardest things you could do. Okay. Staying on top is twice as hard. Okay. Because now, like, you're a target. You know what I mean? And everybody. So you got to defend the title, bro. You have to defend that title at least one time. Or you're going to be known, whether it's fair or not, you're going to be known as the Buster Douglas of this generation. All right. If you do that. All right. So I'm just saying. Okay. And no, I'm not comparing the wins because I think, it was more feasible that Ruiz was going to beat Joshua than Douglas pointed the upset against Tyson. I get all that. Okay. But people got to be careful, bro. Make sure you throw a jab at the like button. All right. You have any final thoughts on this, Reggie? I mean, we're going to talk a lot about this fight when we get closer, but any final thoughts right now in this early preview?
No, man, I just hope Ruiz keeps them damn belts, but I'm feeling a little sketchy about it.
I agree. We're going to see how that goes, man. You're listening right now, guys, to DStyleBoxing Conversation with Reggie Owens every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you show up every Thursday here. I want to ask you, Reggie, because next week, man, we're only 9 days away. 9 days away, all right, for Anthony. I'm sorry. Well, what? For Ortiz versus Wilder, Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder. Okay, I mean, you have a guy who's look, Ortiz is dangerous, right? This is a dangerous fight, bro. La Escuela Cubana, right? Me and G-Funk did a video about the school of the Cuban School of Boxing and what this means to a guy like Ortiz, what this means to him, what he's fighting for. This guy is dangerous, right? You think enough people realize how dangerous this fight is?
If they don't, they better realize, and I'm sure Wilder realizes, man. I'm nervous. I'm a Wilder fan going for Wilder 100%, but being true to the sport of boxing, the sport that I love, I got to keep it real. When somebody is a real dog dog in this game. Whether you like him or not, you have to give credit where credit is due. And Luis Ortiz is a guy who deserves credit. There's a reason why other fighters fear this dude. There's a true reason. And we almost seen his reason shown when he fought Wilder that first time. The way this dude slips punches, just the little subtle movements he makes to get himself in position, his quick ability to strike is crazy. The way he throws that left hand in there. And once that left hand hits you, man, it can change everything in there. And for me, Wilder has to stick to that jab. He has to because Wilder has this hunger to destroy folks. He has to settle down and hold that back a little bit and just work this dude off that jab, not falling in. Matter of fact, like I was saying, Lennox Lewis, David Tua style. That's the approach he has to take in this fight.
Look, what makes this man dangerous, okay, that despite the fact that this is his lifelong dream, he isn't desperate, right? And I found that out, okay, when he was given the short notice to possibly fight Joshua, and this is someone that likes to prepare, right? He's like, I'm not ready right now. I'm not in shape right now. Okay, like I want to fight somebody in shape, and this fight was announced with time. He's going to have a full training camp. He's coming in with confidence. I think he feels like there was something more he could have done in that Wilder fight, and he feels like there's something he has over Wilder. We're going to find out, of course, but you mentioned a jab, and that's what Wilder has to use. But I'm telling you, dude, if Ortiz hurts Wilder again, dude, I don't know if Wilder gets out a second time, right? I don't know. Go ahead.
No, I say Wilder's just going to have to stay technically sharp as hell, and also he's going to have to keep his hands down. He likes to fight with his hands down, shift side to side. He's going to have to keep those hands up to avoid a shot getting in there, because getting your chin tested that first time doesn't mean this guy can't knock you out with one punch. And Ortiz may sit on something, and all it takes is that one shot, and I would hate to see Wilder be unable to recover or get back to his feet. So him fighting sharp, he has great boxing. Wilder's boxing is great. When he's fighting on the inside, what people call that wild swinging type things is only because he's trying to fight on. He likes to engage in combat. So when he's fighting on the inside with those long limbs, it looks wild to a lot of folks, but he knows what he's doing. But he has to exit from that strategy, stick to the boxing, use that laser-like jab. Wilder's jab is beautiful and crisp. He can stick to it. There's a lot of punch on it. Once he lands a solid lead jab, it's going to make Ortiz have to keep rethinking things, and also just keep moving to his right. His movements to the right and also cutting Ortiz off is going to be key for him, because Ortiz is a little very, very slick with the style in which he likes to fight. He likes to twist at an angle. Wilder can't get that left shot at the angles he fight at. So he has to make these steps over to his right to stick that lead hand in there before he can throw a right hand. But and his right hand has to travel far to reach the target from the way that Ortiz is standing in front of him. So that he's a gifted southpaw fighter, real gifted.
Absolutely. That's also what makes him very dangerous. It's hard for Wilder to find a heavyweight sparring partner that's going to box like Ortiz. You know what I mean? That is very difficult. Now, on the flip side, it's not that you can just find a dude that fights like Wilder to spar with you either, right? There are some things that Wilder does do that are unorthodox, but it's not to the degree that people make it seem. Okay. I mean, the guy has a really good jab. He throws a right in many different ways. You know what I mean? Like, he threw it right down the pipe against Brazil. Okay. No one could tell me that was a windmill punch. Okay. That was down the pipe. Usually the quote unquote windmill punches, which he's just getting leverage on those punches because the guy he has in front of him is either hurt or isn't engaging back. So he's able to do that. You know what I mean? And we could call it what we want, but at the end of the day, I do feel, as of right now, I do believe that Wilder wins. If I were to put, and I want to do this percentage, and maybe the people in the chat, I want to know what you guys think. If you were to have to put a percentage, right? Me, D-Style, I'm going to say 70% chance Wilder wins, 30% chance Ortiz, which is a very good chance. But I'm going 70% Wilder. I wonder what the chat thinks as well. Give me your percentages. How do you see it, Reggie? Percentage wise.
I think I may have to agree with you, man. I'm gonna give it 70-30, but that's a risky 30, man. A real risky 30. But dang, man, I'm gonna go with 70-30. I'll probably want to bring it a little lower because Ortiz is that dude, man. I gotta give him his credit. But Wilder is that dude as well. Both of these cats are that dude. But Wilder having that lights out, night ending punch is what keeps that score at the 70-30 for me. He has that, not that he has to get you hurt and work on the ref stopping you, he puts you out. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that.
Definitely. Just a reminder to the chat, I'm going to ignore any non-heavyweight boxing. This is heavyweight night tonight, okay? Just letting you guys know. All right. Alex T, I think Joshua takes the Klitschko game plan. Jab, jab, grab. It's going to be a stinker. That's not how Wilder's not wired that way. And I don't even think that would work against Ortiz, to be honest with you. But we will see. We will see. And smash that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure it turns blue. Let's see the dream. I think they held Andrew Ruiz back for so long. He understands he has to stay focused now more than ever. But at the same time, now that he's gotten there, now that he's arrived in the dream, is he going to remain focused? I don't know. You know what I mean? Teresa D says, salute D-Style and Reggie. What's going on? Erosion failure. Ortiz is too old. Well, he ain't that much older than the last fight, but we will see. Alex T, no, he's not. He's been being a heavyweight. Yeah, he is dangerous. Failure says technically skilled, especially for heavyweight, and has solid power, but Father Tam. Okay. G-Funk 84 Ortiz is the more skilled man, but Wilder has got the power and the heart, and you can never overlook that. Absolutely not. All right. Years in failure, Wilder, the power does carry late. Absolutely. Wilder can knock you out from rounds 1 to round 12. You know what I mean? So that's always there. Okay. Philip Nunez, what's going on? Alex T says 10% Ortiz wins. No Paul Boxiano, 70-30 Wilder. Alex C, 90-10 to Wilder. And Philly says 90-10 Wilder as well. So it looks like we're giving Ortiz a better shot, I think, than most people in the chat do, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do the same thing for right now, the projection. Percentage-wise, Ruiz, Joshua, I'm saying 55 Ruiz, 45 Joshua. How do you see it?
I'm going to say 51-49. I think it's that close. Or Ruiz, 51-49 Ruiz.
So slight, pretty much 50-50, just that slightest Ruiz. That's interesting, man. How does the chat see it? Ruiz and all that. G-Funk actually has it 60-40 Wilder. He's giving 40% chance to Ruiz. The dude is dangerous, that's for sure. Since I think Wilder has taken more out of Ortiz, and we think he has stamina problems, and Ortiz might be gun shy this time around. That's definitely a possibility. All right. Let's see what the Joshua things are. It's 65-35 Joshua, Alex T. All right. Nassim, it does 80-20 for Wilder. Okay, 60-40 Joshua because of the situation, says No Paul. Man, that things flipped around, Reggie. Man, that things flipped around.
Right.
All right. So we'll see, man. These are the early projections as we're seeing it. We'll see how we feel as we get closer to these fights. Next week, it's going to be something else, man. You guys make sure to check that out. I got Wilder, 80-20, side advantages. Gotcha. See the dream. That's it. Okay. All right. With that said, any final thoughts on this Ortiz, Wilder fight, Reggie? I know we're gonna really go in next week about this fight.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to see it and for it to be over, and hopefully Wilder's victorious. So then we can wait to see what happens with AJ and Ruiz. So man, I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that one. I want to go to the damn fight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And look at this 70-30 Ruiz G Funk. G Funk, I mean, you got to factor in Saudi Arabia, bro, when the ref, bro. I don't think you're factoring that in, bro. Okay. I think you're just looking at the two fighters. And in that case, I would agree. But man, Nassim the Dream, I like Andy 60-40 over AJ. So Nassim the Dream is kind of around that same ballpark as G Funk. I got a 55-45, guys. I'm a little too cautious about Saudi Arabia. I'm going to put a bet down for Ruiz. We'll see what the bookies say. All right. Well, we'll see. All right. Let's talk about Tyson Fury, Reggie. First of all, just what are your thoughts on Tyson Fury right now? He's erratic. We don't know what he's going to do. He's knocking WWE wrestlers out. Like, not really, but, in the script. He's on Raw and stuff, and he's talking about going to MMA. He's doing MMA videos, and what are your overall thoughts on just Fury right now? He's a little erratic, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's shook, man. He's a shook one. He's afraid of real boxing punches. I think the Wilder thing has shaken him. It's shaken his family. Then he thought he could go in here and use his talent, gain some motivation behind the publicity and support he got from ESPN. He's going to ride and build himself up because he needs to go through some confidence building. Got in there with Swartz, looked good playing around. Then he came in there with the second guy, Wallen, who did this to him, thinking that it was all sweet. And this guy came in there and put a thump into him and altered the course of Tyson Fury's career forever, opening a cut, which is creating that tissue, and that's food for Deontay Wilder punch. So now what he's doing, he's shifting to these other sports, calling out these other cats in MMA who are less likely to punch him. He'd rather get choked out so he can tap his way up out of a fight rather than having to be brutally knocked out or anything. So I think that's his bet of calling those guys out, going to something that he feels is a little bit safer for him. These big guys in the heavyweight division in mixed martial arts, they really don't kick, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He only has to worry about wrestling. Now, him laying a punch on one of them guys, he's putting them out. So he feels he'll be more comfortable, more suited and comfortable fighting over there than him taking a rematch to Wilder. But we're going to see. He gets back in that ring with Wilder, he's going to sleep. He's going to be easy work. His timing is off. He's missing a lot of things. He knows the sun is setting on him. And that's why he states that this may be the final year of his career. So if this is the dude talking about exiting, meaning he has kind of started to drift off, and you find a guy who's at his peak who already put a brutal touching to you, and along with you having an additional war wound, he's about to smoke through Tyson Fury. And that one, I feel comfortable with Wilder versus Fury being 98-2. I'm only giving them 2% chance against Wilder. So I think he may take another soft touch rather than getting back in there with Deontay Wilder. He's going to take a soft touch fight.
Well, he's already taken two. How many soft touches does he need? He already got 2 in a row. Three's a charm.
He won 3.
Man, this is just gonna end up losing to a soft touch if he keeps doing this shit. By the way, right? I don't think he's gonna go MMA though. I think he would be crazy to do that. You know what I mean? As far as he punches too light, these MMA fighters cannot punch like boxers, Alex T. Okay, there's a reason like Conor McGregor hit Floyd and Floyd laughed at him. Okay, there's a reason that happened, and Conor's considered like this monster puncher and shit. Okay, but if like he's not, they would take him down and submit him and all that. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that. But or who knows? He might. But I don't think he's going to do that right now. But what might happen, what's more likely to happen, okay, is that he might box Stipe Miocic. Now, in fairness, Stipe is the one that called him out, right? He said, I don't want to fight Cormier a third time. I want to box Fury. Like, you're the UFC champion. What do you mean? Now I want to box Tyson Fury. Like, okay. First of all, if boxing's dead, why are these MMA fighters calling out boxers like all the time? Okay. I know. Okay. But what are your thoughts on Stipe Miocic feeling like he wants to box Tyson Fury? Now, Tyson Fury did come out and said he likes that fight. Okay. But what do you think of that possible matchup?
I think, man, Tyson Fury has schooled this guy. I don't think he got the footwork. Um, Tyson has just box circles around him. I think how tall is Stipe? Like what, 6'4", 6'5"? If short DC was able to get to his chin, Tyson Fury's gonna touch him at long range. It's gonna be nothing DC can do. I mean, not DC, but Stipe can do. And I stated, I don't think the power of MMA fighter translate to what the punching impact that a boxer can take. Now Tyson Fury laid some things on him and looked like a knockout artist against Stipe, and he doesn't have the head movement. So defensively, he's more set and programming to being a wrestler, meaning he's kind of squared. Tyson Fury knock his head off and confuse him. We'll put on a clinic out there against him. He'll break him down. He'll end up bucking the Tyson. He's gonna buck down, submit, and it'll be over with. He'll embarrass himself, but he'll make the biggest check he ever made in his combat life. So I think that's the reason why he wants to come over there. And Tyson Fury is for a name heavyweight. Tyson Fury is his safest bet in the sport. So why not take it? MMA is safe for Tyson Fury as well.
I got the song stuck in my head, bro. Look, ain't no tomato low enough. Ain't no fixed fight cheat enough. Ain't no kilo high enough to get me in there with Wilder. All right. Well, with that said, this dude, bro, will do anything but fight Wilder. It's just insane, bro. All right, like he went to WWE, he wants to go to MMA, he wants. I mean, By the way, he might have like that Mercer moment, like everybody thought Mercer knocked out a former UFC champion in MMA. Okay, so anything can happen, right? But I'm just telling you guys, I don't know. That's his thing. Okay, Alex T, he could knock an MMA dude out, bro. Okay, I know you're saying he can't punch, but he can knock an MMA guy out, right? Swords would knock out an MMA dude in a boxing fight, bro. Okay, Swords. I'm just saying, right? I don't think Stipe will get paid that much. Boxing Fury says, there's a reason he wants to box him. By the way, that Jennings already beat Stipe. What's that about? Is there something I don't know? I didn't know they fought. Did they fight?
Maybe in the amateurs or something.
I don't know. Can you guys clarify? I need some clarification. What do you mean Jennings already beat Stipe? I don't know.
Yeah, it got to be in some amateur stuff because a lot of those MMA guys, they start their boxing careers, and when they get smoked as kids, they transition to where they can grab on someone.
I'm gonna go to the WWE and I'm gonna go to UFC. Ain't no tomato low enough. And anyway, but with that said, enough of that song. Enough of that song. Enough of that. Okay, give me a like. Okay,
it's gonna be stuck in your head. Watch.
But yeah, give me a like. Let me check these likes right now. Okay, look at this. We're at 16 likes. Let's get to 20 likes right now. 21 people here. Press that damn like button right now. I want the like buttons pressed. Press the like button. Right? I'm just saying. But with that said, DStyle just saying for you guys. All right? Like, I'm just saying. Reggie will sing and we get to 30 likes. Right, Reggie?
No. Hell no.
Nah. Anyway, but he got killed in the 4th round versus Jennings. Stipe was an amateur. Dude, Jennings is a soft touch puncher. If that dude knocked out Stipe, okay? I'm just saying, bro. All right? Of course, compared to the best boxers in the world, of course, Fury isn't much of a puncher. But to MMA fighters, bro. Dude. Okay? Come on. MMA dude went to boxing, got killed, bro. Okay? I forgot the name of that dude, but that one guy, They call him Hands of Steel. What I forgot his name. Got knocked out by a boxer ranked like 200th in the world. All right, I'm just saying. Stipe did wrestling first, though. Okay. Well, Jennings knocked him out. Like Jennings with headgear and like 14-ounce gloves knocked you out, bro. What's going on over here? What's going on, Reggie? I think it's 12-ounce, but either way.
A lot of MMA fighters, they learn their lessons. That's why people say, oh, with them crossing over. A lot of them start out in boxing, but as they start to age and develop and get around other elite amateurs, they realize this ain't the sport for them. But especially a lot of those Midwestern guys, because wrestling is big in the Midwest, a lot of them go into wrestling and they get good at it. So, and then MMA is nothing but an offshoot of once wrestlers go so far in the collegiate level, they have nowhere to go. So they transition. So a lot of your MMA fighters ain't really that versed in their fighting skills because a lot of them background is in wrestling.
That boxer who killed the MMA fighter wasn't really a boxer. He was an ice hockey player. Unbelievable. Okay. A nice hockey player killed an MMA fighter in a boxing fight. Okay. We'll take him. Okay. We'll take him as the boxer. It's all good. All right. Check it out, bro. Miami Tyson Fury. Ain't no tomato low enough. Ain't no fixed fight shit enough. Ain't no kilo high enough to get me with Wilder. I'm gonna go to the WWE than to UFC. I'd rather tap out than get with Wilder in the ring. Anyway, with that said, we're gonna move on from this. What do you think would happen? How many rounds did Stipe go with Fury? Assuming Fury actually tries. How many rounds in the ring?
He'll go like 5 or 6 because Fury played too much. He'll go about 5 or 6 before Fury get him up out of there.
Right.
Unless Stipe try to fight, then he'll force Fury to get him out of there in 4.
All right, there you go. Well, that's okay. So that was a remix. That was a remix version for sure. Right? Look at that. I didn't get one like for that thing. Can you believe that, Reggie? Not one like for that singing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, where the love at? Hit that like button.
Well, with my singing, probably lost subscribers. Okay, with that shit. But with that said, all right, we're gonna, move ahead. You guys are asking me about this one dude in that like heavyweight boxing. Okay. With that said, it's that time, Reggie. It's that time for the top 11. Okay. Top 11. That's right, guys. You heard that right. Okay. Like people first, before we can, what is it about 10, Reggie, that makes people be like, oh, 10 makes it official? Like, what is it about the number 10?
Helps them count better. 5, 10. It helps them round. They've been taught to round things off. So I don't know. I guess that's where it comes from. Rounding to the nearest 10th.
Right. So I already know you have McCall number 11, right? Oliver McCall.
No, I got Frezzo. Dang, what was it? I can't even think of his name. Frezzo. I can't even think it.
He's got a resume, bro. He's got that win over. He's got that win over Lennox. Just saying.
Woo, man, that one made me cry, man. That almost made me cry when I seen that. My favorite fighter getting knocked out like that, man. No love for Oliver. No love.
And Alex T, of course, Fury wouldn't last in MMA, but Stipe is challenging him to a boxing fight. Okay? Before we continue, Reggie, like this always happens. MMA fighter challenges boxer to a boxing fight. Boxing fans say this dude can't win that fight. MMA fan, I'm not saying in this case, but MMA fans turn around and say, well, he couldn't hang in UFC. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, what are you guys talking about? Right? Of course, a professional boxer is not going to drop everything he's doing, go to MMA, and take a pay cut, guys. It ain't going to happen. Okay? I'm just saying. That's why you don't see him that often. Not in the prime. Yeah, he will get the takedown. No doubt about that. All right. Unless Stipe is stupid enough to try and box him in the octagon, unless he's that stupid. But I think he'll be a little smarter than Tim Silva, right? But let's get this started. Top 11. AJ can transition to MMA. AJ? Anthony Joshua? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But let's move on. Right? In fact, you know what? If you don't mind doing the honors, Reggie, like if you don't mind.
What's that? Anyway, moving on.
All right. Top 11 active heavyweights in boxing today. Let's start with your number 11, Reggie. Who you got?
All right, at number 11, I got Big Baby Miller, the juicer. That's exactly who I got in this class of heavyweights. Coming off of this thing, he's still an undefeated fighter. Only one draw, 20 wins, 20 knockouts. Out of this class of 11, I have him towards the bottom of it. So I got to go with Big Baby. And I was kind of skeptical about putting this dude on here based on him being a drug cheating, this and that. But when it comes to if he can get in the ring and do what he did before this test come out, and he's still that same high volume fighter, I have him at the number 11 spot.
All right. Look at that. I'm going to go number 11 for D-Style active heavyweights today is Derek Chisora. Okay. He's had some big wins lately and good enough, in my opinion, to be in the top 11. I got him just at number 11, just barely. Just getting in there. And I actually believe he would have beaten Parker, believe it or not. I thought he would have had the edge over Parker. Parker's kind of a downslide, but Chisora's had some good wins, bro. You know, the Takam win was good. So, what do you think of that pick?
Yeah, I like that one. I was thinking, should I put Chisora in my list? The only reason I kept him up out there, and I thought about his recent knockouts, the good challenge he gave to Dillian White, who I also has on the list. But Chisora was winning that fight, and I think he had that one lapse that cost him. You can't have a lapse against the heavyweight. But the reason I didn't put him on is because I think he's kind of on his way up out the door. That's the only reason that stopped me from putting him on. He would have been at 11 for me as well.
Okay. Let's go with your number 10 pick.
Number 10, I got Joe Joyce. Kind of still the most unproven of this class that I have on here. Seeing him go through a very, very tough situation against Brian Jennings stopped me from putting him at number 9. So still a little bit more the question when it comes to Joe Joyce. But Joe Joyce does have great power. He has a strong chin, and it takes a lot to defeat him. I think he will have success amongst the other heavyweights that are out there, and that's why I put him at number 10. 10 fights, 9 of them by stoppage.
All right, there you go. I mean, that's some. My number 10, I'm about to break the internet, but I got a number 10, right? I'm just saying. Efe Ajaiba. Okay, I got this dude number 10. I know. Oh, D-Style, he hasn't proven it. He hasn't earned it. Look, let me tell you something. Whoever you guys got number 10, I think Efe Ajaiba knocks him out. I think right now. I would pick him over a lot of heavyweights right now if they were to fight right now. And I got this dude number 10. This guy's got a future, but right now, believe it or not, I got him numero 10 right now, this moment. Believe it or not. That's why I got Reggie. Who do you got? Who is your number 9, Reggie?
Number 9, I got Efe Ajagba. And I went with Ajagba because he's kind of still in the same boat as Jennings, but I kind of edge him above, not Jennings, Joe Joyce. But I edge Efe slightly above him. He comes in here with 11 fights, 9 of those by knockout. And I just think he's fighting a little bit better competition. He's fighting over here in the United States. He's being showcased a little bit better than Joe Joyce, and the power. Once again, this is power, devastating type power, almost like Wilder, and that's the reason why I put him on there. Now, he went in there against that last opponent that I think the dude was from Turkey, to where the power didn't get him through, so he ended up going into kind of a war, a little battle, and he stood up and he showed that he had to get in there and throw him from the shoulders a little bit. Once that power was unable to kind of cruise him through this thing, but he has power that will knock out a lot of cats in this division. He may be able to boost himself up, but I went with FA for number 9.
All right. At number 9, and this is where we're going to piss off a lot of people, but it's okay. It's all right. I got Alexander Usyk, all right, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion, now moving up. I have him at numero 9. Okay, just barely cracking the top 11. I might even be generous here because he didn't look so good in this fight. Okay, I'm just saying, what's going on, NFL player Alex? See what's going on. I see you guys, see the dream and all that. What's going on? But I'm gonna go with Usyk, number 9, Reggie. Okay, I think he is talented. He is a gold medalist. He can box, but at the end of the day, how is that going to translate in the heavyweight division? I'm not sure yet. I think he needs to take a slower path instead of just jumping in there against a Joshua, Ruiz, Wilder, Ortiz. He needs to calm down a little bit. Okay, but I got him at number 9. Who's your number 8, Reggie?
See, number 8, I went with Daniel Dubois, and this young kid is a storm that's, especially out of the UK, he's a storm that's picking up steam. A lot of these UK fighters, their time is limited. The heavyweights over there, their time is limited. What he showed, because before, early on, and he showed a different switch when he went in. Matter of fact, his last 2 fights, where he was always known for having power but being very, very slow. When he fought Gorman, found out this dude was hiding some of his skills. He was holding back. When he went there against Gorman, dang, Daniel Dubois turned on the speed, man. He turned the odometer up, and he showed great speed, great power, and great movement. This dude sits and he turns on these damn punches. He's very dangerous. He's gaining confidence, and he's ready to fight every heavyweight that's out there. He's looking to become a champion, and he's very dangerous on his move up, and that's who I have at number 8. Daniel Dubois, undefeated, 13 fights, 12 by knockout. Ain't no denying this young kid, and he may end up at number 1 at some point in his life.
Absolutely, man. No doubt about that. A lot of people have, but we'll get to that, of course. We're going to go through the whole list, so I can't say much because you guys will find out why right now. Okay. But number 8 for me, though, I do have motherfucker should be banned from the sport. Everybody already knows that, okay? But I got Dillian White. He's good enough to be in the top 11 to me. You know what I mean? And he's been around for a while. He does have that loss to AJ, but he does have some big wins under his belt. So as of right now, I do believe that Dillian White stands at number 8. Okay. If you guys want to attack me for it, go ahead. This is all about opinions, of course. You let me know what you guys think. Who do you have right now at number 7, Reggie?
All right, number 7 on the list was who you just had at 8, and that is Dillian White for my number 7 spot. And I thought about this one, man. I was thinking about the situation with this whole drug cheat thing, the glove things, all this stuff. I'm like, damn, is this dude even in the list? And that's what brought me back to even putting Big Baby Miller on the list. When it comes to rating, what he'll do against these heavyweights that are out here, because of that, he still will compete against these guys. And I think he still fits in this spot, even though he's a fighter that should be out the sport. But when it comes to rating where these guys are, I have to put him where I got him at number 7. He's faced the top dudes. He's been looking to get in there with the top dudes. And he's proven he has a track record, which I don't think many of these younger cats who I have towards the bottom have proven themselves yet. And I'm not sure how they'll do if they were to get in there with a Dillian White. And Dillian White, great track record, good resume. What he has 26 fight, 18 by knockout, only one loss, and that's to AJ. Just the one loss. So I had to put him in that spot.
All right. My number 7 is Alexander Povetkin right now. Okay. At the moment, he's been moving down the list over time. He'll probably get knocked off at some point pretty soon anyway. But as of right now, this moment, 2019, I do have Povetkin at number 7 as we stand for the Russian Povetkin smash. All right. Okay. But that's what I got. And let's go with number 6, Reggie.
All right. At number 6, I got the Polish cat out of New York, Adam Kornacki. Put him at the number 6 spot. Kornacki's kind of been on a run right now. The way he did Gerald Washington shows he has his power, but Washington is kind of on the down track. But the way when he landed that punch, the way Washington went out shows me this cat has power. He moves forward like a tank. Yeah, he gets hit a lot, but it takes a lot to get him up out of there. Only a few guys who I think that are on this list can get Kornacki out of a fight. Many of these other cats, I think Kornacki just bulldozes through them dudes, and he outbeats them. He outworks them. We seen he just got out that fight where they threw 1,000 damn punches. That's a lot for a heavyweight, so he can keep up that work rate with toting around all this weight. What I got his record, 20 wins, 15 by knockout, undefeated fighter. I definitely got to give it to Adam Kornacki.
All right, my number 6 is Daniel Dubois. Okay, this dude right now, outside of the top 5, I would favor to beat any of these dudes, bro. Any one of them, right? No, but he's still young. I'm telling you guys right now, okay? He will mess up these dudes right now. Okay, I would pick him over Povetkin, White, Usyk, Efe, Chisora, over all of them. And he's only going to get better, by the way. This guy, he's fluid. Boxing comes natural to him. He has power. He can box. This guy is the goods, bro. And he's going to be the goods. And he's a future world champion. And right now, today, he's number 6, right? Right now. Am I crazy, Reggie?
No, that's a pretty good one. I just didn't have an eye because of him needing. I need to see him get in there with a higher step. I need to see him get over here in this American market and see where he is. But like I can't agree because I think at one point in a few years this dude's going to be the champion. He's going to be heavyweight champion of the world.
I just think right now, honestly, he fights Dillian White. I would pick the balls right now. I would pick him to win. All right, I would pick him to beat Usyk, White, Efe, Chisora, Kawanaki. All right. But what's going to get me to this, before we get to the top 5, let me just go over some of these comments really quick. All right. So let's see here. Naseem liked Big Baby at number 11. Failure has Ruiz 1, Wilder 2. Usyk 3. Fury 4. Usyk number 3, bro. Right now? Right now, like today? Listen, I think more dudes in the UK have popped dirty than anywhere in boxing. Would never had known about White if it not been leaked. Who knows? He may have been fighting dirty for a while. You're right about that. Alex T, Wilder, Ruiz, Fury, Joshua, Ortiz, White, Wallen, Povetkin, Miller, Chisora, Parker, Dubois. Look at all those asterisks, though. He's got an asterisk on White.
Hey, Wallen, how Wallen get up here?
Wallen, come on, bro. Okay, what's going on, bro? Let's see here. Usyk, no D-style. I had to put him high. I put him at number 9. He was the unified cruiserweight champion of the world, guys. It's not like he's just some random dude. Okay, of course he has more to prove, but number 3 is crazy though. Yeah. Like, I thought of being generous, put him on number 9, but some of you guys, I'm just saying. Okay, all right. Andrew Charles fighting Witherspoon was probably the best first heavyweight fight for Usyk could have had. Let him know that what he was getting into in the heavyweight division. Now he can adjust. Bro, Witherspoon was supposed to be an easy outing, bro. Right, but Usyk is not proving anything. Once again, there's going to be giving stats to this guy without proving anything at heavyweight. Well, we'll see, man. When Dillian White fights the likes of Ortiz, this guy has ducked his way in, and I think Dillian has been fighting dirty for a while. Yeah, Dillian has one loss, but every time it's a fighter that's what? That's a threat. He turns down the fight. Yeah, I feel you. All right, let's go over this right now, Reggie. Honorable mentions before we get to the top five. I think everyone knows what the top five are. So, what are your honorable mentions?
My honorable mention I put on there is Derek Chisora. That's really that's my only honorable mention. I didn't put Usyk. I can't put Usyk because to me he's not proven. He's not proven. The way he looked against Whitaker, the turn down of the other opponents he's supposed to fight, not taking on Takam after his injury healed, that dropped him out for me. Then to bring on Tyrone Spong, that whole situation that happened with that makes it iffy. And I just don't think he can compete against Chisora, who is my honorable mention. So I think Chisora was just the only one that I let, because they're trying to put Usyk in this list of mentionable heavyweights. I just can't put him there, and I don't think he gets past Chisora. And matter of fact, Chisora is the one calling him out. So if he can do that, or he go fight who was that? Tyrone Spong, or go fight Carlos Takam, then I'll get to gauge where he's at. But I can't put him nowhere on there. So I just got one honorable mention I didn't put on there that I can think of. I think, yeah, that was it.
Right. Well, here are my honorable mentions. Joseph Parker, right, just outside of top 11. Big Baby Miller, outside of my 11. Pulev, after the last performance, out of my top 11. And before anybody, because I already know a lot of people have Pulev in the top 10. Let me tell you something. Put Pulev in the ring with Dubois right now. He gets knocked the fuck out. Okay? Right now, he gets knocked the fuck out. Okay? Just like that. If Jabba knocks him the fuck out. You understand, guys? Pulev is just there by name because he's been there for a while and people are just used to having him in the top 10. But this dude ain't going to beat any of these guys that I mentioned anyway. Okay? His best shot's probably Usyk, because Usyk's still like a dude moving up. You know what I mean? That's about it. But, hey. Let's go ahead and do it, Reggie. All right? Let's go over the top five. Who is your numero five?
Number 5, Luis Ortiz, who gets to see if he can boost himself up next Saturday. So I got Ortiz at number 5. Dangerous dude. I really think Ortiz can be 2 or 3. But being that these other guys have been champions, they've been to the top. Ortiz, it's so hard because this top 5 group is so stacked, because Ortiz deserves to be up there. If I had it, it can be like a 3-way tie for number 3. But Ortiz is only lost to Deontay Wilder in a tough fight, a fight in which he lasted very late in the fight. But this dude is the goods, man. You can take Ortiz to different eras, and he will compete against other great heavyweights down in the past. This dude is just that skilled. What is he? 31 victories, 26 knockouts, only 1 defeat, and that's to Deontay Wilder, and he's looking to avenge it. And that's what makes him so dangerous, is that he's crazy enough to get back in there. Well, Stavern was crazy too, but Ortiz was the truth. But I got Ortiz at number 5.
Yeah, well said, man. Look, I'm going to have to agree with you. I got Ortiz 5. You know what I mean? He's just right out there. He's as high as I could go for guys that haven't won a title yet. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have Ortiz at number 5 for sure. Okay. So that's that. Who do you have at number 4?
Number 4, I got Anthony Joshua. And a year ago, Joshua probably would have been number 2, right behind Wilder. But after that defeat, the way he was defeated, I dropped him down. But knowing he is still a skilled and dangerous fighter, because the way he got beat, he should have been towards the bottom of this dang list. But I still know that if you match him up against the other guys on the list, he will defeat them. So that's why I had to put him at number 4. And he has a pretty decent record. We just don't like the way his careers went because his career has been feminine as hell. He's 22 wins, 21 knockouts, 1 defeat, and that's to Andy Ruiz, who he's looking to avenge the loss from. And he's locked up in the lab and putting on this science project, studying this game, doing his experiments, and ready to get back in there to get his titles back. So number 4, Anthony Joshua.
I got Joshua 4 as well. I have a feeling we're going to be the same here. Number 3.
Number 3, I got Tyson Fury, the false lineal champion. Even though he's crazy, delusional, the guy still box circles around most of the folks on this list, and that's just based on his height and reach. Good agility. He would just box around a lot of these guys. It's hard to get on the inside, hard to avoid the reach that he has. So I definitely got him. Still undefeated, even though I think he should have a loss. I have him 29 wins, 20 by knockout, and the one draw to Deontay Wilder. So number 3, Tyson Fury.
Number 3, Fury. I do agree with you. I got Ruiz number 2. All right. I got Ruiz at number 2 right now. He did jump a lot. He just became champion. Yeah, he just became champion, so can't really put him at number 1 right now. There's people putting him at number 1, but you guys got to think about it. Was Ruiz on anybody's top 10 before he fought Joshua? I don't think he was. And if he was, it was like 10. You know what I mean? So, and if it was an 11, you know, but they went for him, of course. And some people might disagree putting him over Fury, but Fury just didn't look so good in his last fight against Wallen. You know what I mean? To me, that's what dropped Fury from 2 to 3, in my opinion. So I got Ruiz number 2. Who's number 1 for you, Reggie?
I got the WBC longest reigning heavyweight champ, Deontay Wilder. This record is crazy when you look at it. 40 victories, 41 knockouts, just the 1 draw. But every single one of these dudes have touched the canvas. That's impressive as hell. Very impressive. But number 1, man, there's so much you can say about this dude. He's living it up. He's trying to fight cats. Cats are avoiding him or afraid. And even when some cats, and this is the other crazy thing, when he's supposed to go in fights with cats, cats are looking to kind of pop the spinach to get a little physical advantage in these fights, avoiding us seeing other fights. So you got to think of all the ducks that has happened in his career, along with what he's doing. Even what he did in Brazil, just ultimately did it, where Brazil came in here with all this, you know, animosity, this built up anger, to go in there and get hit with 1 or 2 punches, and his body shut it down. Like, dude, the stuff this dude does is impressive as hell. Human highlight reel.
I don't know how anyone can have a number 1. I mean, look, he's the longest reigning champion standing right now, right? Joshua just lost, so he was knocked off. Ruiz just became champion, right? Fury has been just struggled against Wallen, okay? Now, however you feel, it was a draw. The fight was a draw with Wilder. He didn't win the fight. So however you feel about it, okay? So at the end of the day, Wilder's number 1. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I see it. Okay, that's it. At the moment, I don't think the top 5 is that controversial. If anything, you might have some people argue that Fury should be number 2. You know what I mean? You got some people. Doesn't Ring Magazine have him like number 1?
Man, knowing them delusional fools, they probably do.
Like, I don't know, man. The only 2 guys that have the titles are Ruiz and Wilder. You know what I mean? Like, so that has to be 1 and 2. And from what I've mentioned, you got to have Wilder number 1. You know what I mean? So that's the list. That's it.
Yes, indeed, man. Great stuff, man. I enjoyed this heavyweight boxing talk, man.
Yeah, this was a great show, bro. This is a really good show. Make sure you guys subscribe to Reggie Owens. It's Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. All right. I could tag him now when I do the post and stuff. So you guys, you know, you can click on his name and all that. Go and subscribe to his channel. All right. So with that said, Reggie, you got any final words?
Man, just good boxing talk, man. Great topic, man. I enjoyed the heck out of this. Enjoy it being a top 11 rather than a top 10. Enjoy that, and always just getting out here talking boxing and also listening to it. I enjoy listening to the conversation. So, man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Keep pushing this boxing honesty, not just boxing talk, but this honesty and truth to the sport of boxing. Keeping it true. But that's all I got, man. Enjoy the heck out of the show. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you guys.
Button for sure. Make sure you press it. Make sure it turns blue. Let's get those likes up. All right. With that said, this is DStyleBoxing. What do we say, Reggie?
Keep it boxing.
Keep it boxing.